Hey, hi everyone. A very good evening. Thank you all for joining today's webinar. I think it's a very interesting topic and something which I have taken from my discussions with a lot of participants, a lot of practitioners, and even Mark Lines had suggested some kind of notes for this discussion. So it's a very interesting topic. Is disciplined agile really standing tall? Is it worth the salt? So this is today's topic. I think many are joining at 8 and we will start this session now. So thank you once again for joining this webinar of ProThoughts. This is a little about me. I think I need to add DSSM and DSM. Okay, but yeah, so I need to change this. This is a little old profile, but yeah, so the rest of the things looks nice. So people who do not know me, I love project management, and that's what I do for a living and as a profession as well. And I come on a monthly basis talking about generally disciplined agile topics and agility, and that's how I'm there today, which I am pursuing and ProThoughts is pursuing from the last 10 months on disciplined agile. So happy to share some views and thoughts, and today I would like to be a little critic of disciplined agile. So I'm giving you other person's view. So far I have been advocating disciplined agile, so I will try to be in someone else's shoes and try to suggest what is disciplined agile. So guys, you can hear me and you can see the screen and you can see me. Just type a yes in your chat window and that would help me. Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, so that's great. So I'm going to talk today, okay, a little bit about the disciplined agile. Just give you a context for some people who do not know disciplined agile. Okay, so I'm just giving you a context of that. That will be pretty quick. And then I'm going to go the roadmap, and then I'm going to go into the last 10 months. So what disciplined agile acquired, and then I'm going to go in the meat of the session of what is the critic about disciplined agile and what practitioners are saying and some closing thoughts. And then I will open for some questions and answers at the end of the session as well. Although you can always put in your chat window, I kept it at open. Okay, so you can always put your comments in the chat window and I will try to respond to it. So you can interrupt me at any point during our discussion. So we got a lovely audience and it's increasing. So it does motivate me to talk more about disciplined agile. Just for the starters, I'll not take much time. Okay, ProThoughts is basically, I'm representing ProThoughts today. That's the platform I have been given. So they are into learning solutions and very excited to bring agility besides the traditional PMP and other things. And we develop a lot of content, do consulting as well, and very happy to announce that we are now having our own offices in Middle East and Mauritius. Right, so for the guys who are the starters, it might, for some people who are regularly attending, it might be a repeat, but let's take another 2 minutes on this video. What is disciplined agile? Hear the video, please.
Disciplined Agile is a hybrid of the world's leading practices and methods that provides straightforward guidance to enable you to choose your way of working. It's a people-first, learning-oriented, hybrid agile toolkit that will enable you to effectively combine strategies from Scrum, Agile modeling, extreme programming, Kanban, Agile data, SAFe, and many other sources, so you can tailor and scale based on the situation you face. You'll be able to look beyond prescriptive Agile frameworks and get better results and reach true business agility faster. How does it all work? It all starts with process goals. Process goals are high-level process outcomes. Things like improving quality, coordinating activities, or exploring the initial scope of a project. To make a change, simply select the process goal most closely aligned with the change you want or need to make. Each of these process goals is elaborated by a process goal diagram. Process goal diagrams are visual depictions of the aspects, which Disciplined Agile calls decision points. You need to think through about the goal and several options to choose from. Each will have its advantages and disadvantages. To examine these advantages and disadvantages, Disciplined Agile provides option descriptions and trade-offs tables. With Disciplined Agile, instead of Disciplined Agile.
Okay, sorry. One second.
Descriptions and trade-offs tables. With Disciplined Agile, instead of failing faster, you'll have the decision support to help you succeed sooner.
Yeah, that's correct. So one of the things which Disciplined Agile will help you, unlike other methods, is about succeeding sooner than failing fast. Okay, that's some terminologies, some kind of knowledge that you will get when you do that. But the fact that it was Disciplined Agile talks about two different things. Okay, one is about leveraging different practice already being available. So it actually takes care of lean, scrum, and it talks a lot about all these things in a Disciplined Agile. So it is going to talk about a lot of knowledge in that. So it's leveraging what is available, packaging it, and giving it to you what you require. So that's what is about Disciplined Agile. So Disciplined Agile, for the starters, is a toolkit and a hybrid toolkit because it uses a lot of this available 100 practices in the market. It leverages that or does that heavy lifting depending on your context, at what situation you are, and therefore which practice or which guidance is more appropriate to you, right? So that's what Disciplined Agile does. Another video for you guys. So
the best, most complete toolbox in the world won't be much use if you can't find the right tool for the job at hand. That's why most professional mechanics use those big rolling metal tool chests with multiple drawers and half a ton of capacity. They enable mechanics to find just the tool they need when they need it, without having to waste time. Disciplined Agile works the same way. Its process blades have been organized into 4 layers. The foundation layer provides the conceptual underpinnings of the Disciplined Agile toolkit. This includes the principles, promises, and guidelines of the Disciplined Agile mindset. Fundamental concepts from both Agile and Lean. Fundamental concepts from serial, traditional approaches, roles and team structures, and the fundamentals of choosing your way of working. The next layer up is the Disciplined DevOps layer, where DevOps is the streamlining of solution development and operations. Disciplined DevOps is an enterprise-class approach to DevOps. It includes Disciplined Agile delivery, security, data management, release management, support, and IT operations. As we move up, the next layer is the Value Stream layer. The Value Stream layer works to achieve business agility, the quick realization of business value predictably, sustainably, and with high quality. 3 are unique to the Value Stream layer: portfolio management, product management, and program management. It shares research and development, business operations, strategy, governance, marketing, continuous improvement, and sales with the next layer up, which is the Disciplined Agile Enterprise layer. The Disciplined Agile Enterprise layer focuses on the rest of the enterprise activities that support an organization's value streams. It includes enterprise architecture, people management, information technology, asset management, transformation, finance, vendor management, and legal.
So this Disciplined Agile, is about these 8 principles, and it is designed for business agility. Can any one of you tell me what is agility means? Because many talk about agility. Yeah. So what is agility means? Can somebody give me a definition about agility and when it comes to business agility? Agility, quickness, some say quick adapt to change. Very good, Sandeep. Flexibility, very good. Okay. Adapting to changes, absolutely very nice. Shiv Kumar. Okay, very nice. And when I talk about business agility, we talked about toolkit. Like there was a nice example of a mechanic choosing which tool is appropriate for which situation. That's what is business agility. But it is designed not only for your project team, but okay, it is also designed for basically the business, the entire enterprise, and to bring about agility in the enterprise. So if I had to make a simple definition about agility, and which is very true in the current situation, is to adapt to the changes in a cost-effective and a productive way. And it's not only about a team, because when you're talking of customers, there would be a lot of people, a lot of departments together bring about that value to the customer. One IT team may not be doing the agility and the rest of the teams doing the things in the same old traditional way. So you need to optimize the flow or the stream of value across the different units. That's what you would like to do in case of business agility. And that's why when you saw the diagram of disciplined agile, sorry for people who already have attended some of my webinars, I am repeated that same video, but the video is very nice and it talks about the scope of disciplined agile. So it starts with the entire, it starts with the foundation layer, but it goes up to the entire enterprise. And that's what disciplined agile is meant to be. Now, knowing about disciplined agile, okay, my topic for today is it worth considering? Does it have an impact in the current environment and in the current world? Okay, so let us understand that on the things. Just before that, just wanted to tell you, disciplined agile is not only meant for project managers, but like I said, everyone in the organization, because you want the entire organization to be agile and not only a specific person or a specific team, right? Just to give you an idea about disciplined agile, and because our topic today is whether it is making its mark, we have, okay, 4 certifications that they give at different levels. So it starts with the DASM, which is the foundation, then the level 2 for high performance teams, okay, and DSSM is actually projected at people who work beyond their teams, work with some upper levels of management as well. And the third is about DAC, which is to implement agility across the organization. So these are the 3 levels of the journey of disciplined agile, true in the fashion of the Japanese word shuhari. So you start with a beginner, you learn and transcend or break the rules and then transcend beyond the boundaries and become a master. So that's how the 3 layers of disciplined agile are. So guys, I will tell you how disciplined agile started, okay, and now where it is currently. So disciplined agile actually started much back, okay, a decade earlier, and there were 2 great guys, Mark Lyons and Scott Ambler. But the disciplined agile journey with PMI started in July 19, and it was rolled out in the USA in Jan 20, and then in India in April 20. These were the 2 countries selected for rolling out disciplined agile. ProThoughts, so there were around 20 people or 18 people trained in 20 for evangelizing disciplined agile in India. From ProThoughts, there were 3. okay, who got trained as disciplined agile instructors. And then we became a partner with DA. We became the only premium partner in June 20, and we were the first ones to launch a program or a workshop in Disciplined Agile in August 20. Then there was a revamp of Disciplined Agile in November. We were again the first ones to launch the DSM, and then DSSM was launched in December. And we could hear some fresh implementation cases in Jan 21. So this has been a kind of a journey for Disciplined Agile. Although before 2019, it had a good amount of 5 customers, okay, that we know of on the PMI side, and there was some great work done on this with Disciplined Agile. Okay, one great question is by Rahul, and which is a very important question, is can we get PDUs for today's session? Okay, so the PDUs will be given by today's session once you attend it. Okay, you will get a mail from ProThoughts and you can claim the PDUs. Okay, so other thing about Disciplined Agile is that as of Jan 31st, you have so many DASM, the foundation layer and the second level certified people, 740, 1483. So it's just a start, okay, but it has been a very good rise. So this, I got it from projectmanagement.com. So this is what has happened in Disciplined Agile, a novel idea, a fresh introduction in the market, and a new introduction backed by PMI. And PMI has their wide network and wide reach. So there is something which is happening. The buzz is happening in Disciplined Agile. My topic for the day is the buzz worth it. Okay. What is a good part about Disciplined Agile in the last 1 year or few months is that they could get so many as their clients. So I got this information from the site, and they got so many people as their clients. So that's a good jump. They had 5 and they added so many people who are either a consulting partner or are using Disciplined Agile with them. So that's a good entry for trying out Disciplined Agile. So that's a good start for Disciplined Agile, where a lot of good names are trying out Disciplined Agile for their needs across the organization. Right? That gives us a reassurance on that. Now, okay, so now what I am going to talk about some critical points which many participants or many practitioners ask. So I am going to play a devil's advocate for today about this tool. So I'm going to play the other side and probably give my perspective about the things. So kind of clarify some of the things. One of the biggest critics which comes is, what's a toolkit? Because so far we have been dealing with practices, frameworks, methodologies in Agile. So what's this new toolkit? It's just a marketing gimmick, or it's really a toolkit? Okay, what's this new thing called the toolkit? So many people say that, okay, frameworks are something which people use in Agile, and they are a set of rules or beliefs, okay, which you can use, okay, to deal with your problems, or use it to propagate, or do something which you like to do or decide what to do. So frameworks like PMP framework is used in this fashion. Many of the Agile frameworks are either a framework or a practice. Scrum is a practice. Practice means a set of guidelines, a set of rules that you need to use. So what is Disciplined Agile? Isn't it that? So that's one of the biggest things, because many people are trying to say, oh, Disciplined Agile is a hybrid toolkit, or no, hybrid toolkit. Okay, toolkit, they have nicely packaged it. Toolkit means, okay, there are various, okay, no, what we saw in the mechanics thing, there are various tools that you can use depending on the context, and hybrid because it uses a lot of no, also a traditional as well as a lot of other practices in Agile. So our thing is, okay, Disciplined Agile, according to me, okay, Disciplined Agile, according to me, is more than a toolkit. Okay, when I say a toolkit, like any tool, like Microsoft Excel is a tool to do certain things. Okay, it's a tool. It's like, you know, your softwares are your tools. Okay, a kit, or no, many tools become your kit, right? So you have a set of tools becomes your toolkit. So I would say Disciplined Agile is more than that set of tools. Okay, it goes beyond that, because that tools, okay, when you use it properly, it is giving you the guidance to make a decision. So Disciplined Agile, I think it's a brilliant idea by these two gentlemen, where they are saying that your contexts are different, your teams are unique, and there are so many practices. The idea why there are so many practices, because one practice will not work as per situation. Therefore, there are 100 practices within the last 20 years, right? So that in the last 20 years, there are 100 practices. So what Disciplined Agile is doing, I'm not inventing a new practice. I'm just telling you which practice works in which situation. I will make you easy to use the practice and also to decide which practice will be good. So that becomes, okay, a more than a toolkit by providing a guidance to make a decision. So I think here Disciplined Agile will add value. So here definitely I think it's a brilliant idea where Disciplined Agile adds that value, right? In the second part, okay, one of other critics that I had of Disciplined Agile, and which I also felt, there are too many things. You saw my slide, there were too many things. It's okay, there are a lot of things. I'm talking of process goal and process blades, and then I'm talking of options, then they're talking of lean principles, agile principles. There are too many things we are talking. Okay. So one of the critics is, okay, there are too many things, what to do? I am getting lost into that. That's another kind of a critic for Disciplined Agile. So one of the things is that many options, okay, the Choose Your Wow book goes into, which is one of the Bible books to implement Disciplined Agile. One is to understand Disciplined Agile, you have certifications and the trainings and you will inculcate the knowledge. But when you go to implement, there is like a Bible which you need to take into, which has that lot many practices as per the context. And then you will actually try to refer that book. And that has 600 pages book, thick book, although you don't have to memorize anything, but becomes a lot confusing probably as per the critics. So I'm just voicing their opinion. And since I had done now a lot of Disciplined Agile, dedicated to them for last 10 months, okay, what I think is that, okay, if you look at the other way, okay, the idea of Disciplined Agile, which is the novel idea, is that they're giving you as a practitioner many options. Because when you are implementing some things, like I also face, like I also done many implementation, I was not aware many times that there can be other things which can be better alternatives to what we were doing. For example, we were doing a project plan in a Gantt chart. Probably we could use a Kanban board to do that. Probably given our way of working, we may not require a plan to do that. So, but since we were not aware, I'm giving a very simple, crude example, but since we are not aware of how and why we should do that, we continue to do in the way we need to do it, because somebody else, our seniors or somebody in the organization, or there has been a tradition, we have been using this, and therefore we continue to use it without asking the questions. Questions sometimes look stupid perhaps, but that's how it is. Now here Disciplined Agile is giving you the options so that, okay, you can make the right choice, right? uh, so here what I feel, I also found it a little confusing, to be honest, at the start in terms of implementation. But here, if you get certified or you have a coach with you to do this, after your first initial hiccups, maybe it may not sound, okay, confusing, right? So so the wow book, once you start reading it, it can be self-explanatory. So the idea here is, okay, any agile practice, okay, it becomes Greek and Latin at the start, no? But once you start using it, okay, it becomes more conversation and no more conversant with your. You become more familiarized with the ideas that you have, and no, you will be better. Maybe at the initial side, okay, I would recommend to use a coach or a seasoned practitioner to break that ice, and then you go on your own, because the idea is that you need to choose your own thing, right? That's the second critic that I had, which I have. The third critic is, okay, it looks good on paper, the ideas look brilliant, okay, you are going to give me something, okay, when I want it as per my situation. That's good, but really it is implementable. That's one of the critic points. Okay, have you seen implementations or case studies, or do you know anyone whom we can talk and implement? Actually, I know, but the point is that it's not so generic. Unlike, say, a Scrum, which is now for 20 years people are implementing and know that. Although I also found the Scrum implementations are not done really nice, okay, but the point is you have a lot of examples of Scrum which is missing in Disciplined Agile, okay, because it's a new thing. So it looks like a great idea, okay, but if the idea is not executable, it remains just an idea, like your startup. No, I get 100 ideas in a day, but ideas remain an idea unless you execute it, and execute requires a lot of persistence, patience, and that's what is a issue, because it's a very new thing. You don't have great examples, say like a Scrum. So so here, I think the line of defense is not so strong as other things. So we don't have enough implementations of Disciplined Agile in the market. Although in the last 10 months there has been sizable increase, and I hope it will increase. But okay, I guess with more practitioners, especially from the PMI fold, I think there would be more acceptance. Okay, and any agile implementation, even a Scrum, it's not a silver bullet, it's not a magic bullet, and you need patience and persistence to do that. So, so implementation, okay, requires that patience. You need to be believe in that idea, and probably it can work. Okay, the good part about Disciplined Agile, that you can start with a very small thing. Scrum is a part of Disciplined Agile, so you can start as a Scrum. Okay, be a little prescriptive in the way you do your agility. Like Scrum is prescriptive. Prescriptive means it tells you what exactly you need to do. You need to do for 15 minutes the stand-up meeting or your daily coordination meeting. So it's prescribed. It helps us. So it can start small and then you can gradually improve. So that's one big advantage of Disciplined Agile. But unlike Scrum, it doesn't stop at that. It actually helps you to grow and improve your way of working or improve the way you do things. So idea of Disciplined Agile, you can start small. You can start with the Scrum life cycle. Disciplined Agile provides 6 life cycles, and that's how you can start it out. But yes, this I agree that it's some case studies, some implementation examples would really help to counter this point. Okay, now a lot of project agile practitioners, okay, tell that it has nothing new to offer. You are like, it looks like you're packaging it pretty well, okay, but there are already some practices, okay, and there's nothing new, okay. I already knew that. So what is new for that? Especially it comes for agile coaches who already know agile and they have been doing agility. So this is one of another critic options that, okay, agile options look the same to me, nothing new in disciplined agile. Point taken, okay, point taken. What I would like to say with disciplined agile is an incredible combination of agile, lean, and deep. I love the fact that lean is included primarily in disciplined agile. I got very interested in that, and it's some practical things that you can implement in your daily life. Forget your projects. So lean is something which you can use it in your daily lives, and so although there are a lot of practices available, the way they have packaged it and the way they have made it useful, I think that has given, okay, disciplined agile uh, a great thing. So Chitranjan, I don't know whether you attended the same session somewhere, but okay, this is a very new session. Okay, I don't think anyone has done this. I don't know where you are attended. It is my session. This is very new and brand new session, except for the first 4 slides. So this, I'm talking from my examples, which I interact with lot of people, okay, I have interacted in the last few months. Okay, so this is the disciplined agile. Okay, if you come with, like, if you're not an agile coach, you will definitely find it refreshing, and you will find a great knowledge to take away, which is packaged pretty well, and it offers a novel way for implementation. It actually breaks away from a set format and makes, okay, your mind a little open about what you can achieve given your context. So it gives you different options, and okay, encourages you to try out new options. Okay, so it demands, like I said, a hard and a long look at bringing agility in your team and in your organization. So although it looks, the same things are used, but it is packaged in a very nice novel way for implementation. I really like that idea for sure. Yeah, so Rahul, we will get, definitely you will get a recording which is there on our ProThoughts YouTube channel, and you will get to hear the recorded session as well. I have also interacted. There are more than 50 people who got certified from us, okay, in the last few months, okay, last 6 months odd, and there are certain things which I wanted to share with you what they say. Okay, so one of the things is that, okay, many thought it was a newer way of doing things. Okay, I have not seen many of them. So I would say only 10% probably are using it. I have been in touch with them, but I think they say that I am using in some form or the other. So that is one of the powers of using disciplined agile, that it is very contextual in nature, and even if you're doing a serial or a traditional methodology, you can still, okay, use disciplined agile. So even if you're doing a traditional way of doing things which has predictability, is not changing on often, it still has some kind of suggestions, guidance that will make you better at doing the serial or the waterfall or the traditional way of doing things. Great. I would like to tell you about the certifications, okay, that DSM is the start. So all are welcome. DSSM, there are 2 years agile experience. Okay, there is no audit, but there we offer, okay, a knowledge check on if you want, whether you are eligible for DSM or DSSM. And if you're directly eligible for DSSM, you can save a certification cost of DSM. And these are the master layers of, okay, where the prerequisite is DSSM. Okay. So Bhavani, I think I will tell you the details. Okay. The exam cost is a part of the training workshops. So unlike say a PMP, here the entire cost is bundled into one. Right. So when these are coming, like I said, DSM is launched in 2020, November 20, DSSM launched in December 20. DVSC, which is a master level certification, will be launched in April 21, and hopefully the Disciplined Agile coach will be launched in May 21. So guys, before I answer your question, just closing thoughts on this. Bhavani, I will take your questions when I do the question and answers. I had noted that down, so I will definitely take your questions and noted it down. Okay. So one of the things which I would okay, Saurabh is asking a question with the introduction of DA, are we saying Agile is in a disciplined? Okay, your question is incomplete. Saurabh, if you can put your question a little elaborated and take in question and answers. But just to put a closing thoughts on this, okay, and probably I will influence my thought process here, okay. When I did my Disciplined Agile, from a knowledge point of view, I loved the knowledge which was incorporated into that. Although I was aware about Agile and Lean, but when it came together, I found it as an interesting and a good, pound of knowledge in one packet. So I found that idea very unique and novel, suggesting which process are applicable given your situation. I think that was pretty good. Although I had my questions about the implementation, but yes, that knowledge was pretty good. Uh, it like appeared intimidating at the start, like one of the critic points was there, like, no, it has too many options. But I guess as you start doing it, it sets a tone and you become more familiar with the content. Initially, from all our participants, the feedback was favorable. They have given a very nice feedback about the content. And although the size of the participants and practitioners are the early adopters and more influenced from PMI, so maybe we need to take it for the pinch of salt. But there are some people who are agile trained, and they have also given their feedback. Like there are some positives about that. And although before that as well, um, you know, DA was used, okay, in industries. What I would like to see is that in this year and the next, okay, how it gets accepted in the larger market. Okay. And I have invested in it. I love it. It gave me a good perspective of agility, and we are trying new things with agility in our organization. I think no harm in trying and getting that knowledge. How the organizations use it in their day-to-day work is something which we need to wait and watch. Okay, I think PMI is using their influence for that, and we are helping them. And I hope it has a novel, positive values that it can add, and I hope that it takes in a big way the market. So, but right now, I think it's a wait and watch game and how it spans over, but definitely it has some novelty, and people who are doing DSM or DSM would have an edge when companies try out these new practices. So I would like to close it at this thought. Okay. I wanted to show a participants review, but I will skip this who had done with us. Okay, so I'll skip this part. I'm going to answer all your question and answer and keep that open for the next 15 minutes. Okay. Just wanted to show you one sec. I want to share with you okay, sorry about that. I want to share with you, okay, our LinkedIn group, which you can join for a lot of content, a lot of these video recordings as well, and a lot of updates about DA. I sent you the group ID there. Also on our site, we are doing a knowledge check, whether you can be eligible for the foundation or the second level directly by, okay, skipping the first level foundation layer. So we are giving you a assessment. Okay, it's a nominal charge, but you can try it out and we reimburse that fees if you happen to do the certification with us. So this is something which you can try on our site. It's on ProThoughts solutions.com. So you can try out that and figure it out whether you can be eligible, not eligible, and how you can save a certification cost. Okay. This is our upcoming batch. We just completed on this Sunday a batch, and glad to announce that we had people right from the US, UK, Kenya, Malaysia, and India. So that's what the batch was, okay, of different people. So really a global batch, and I was very happy to do that. And this is our webinar calendar for other webinars on agility or PMP or any project management topic, MS project as well. You can follow us on Facebook and LinkedIn, and we give a lot of good updates, okay, about a lot of material on project management. And we have started with this corporate breaks, 1 hour sessions on agility for corporates. Okay. We have tied up with some corporates and they are enjoying these sessions about new learnings every Friday. So happy to announce that we are one of the premium training partners who offer both PMP and DA. So that's what it is. So questions and answers. Okay. And I will now answer questions from everyone. You can type in the question and answer panel or on the chat. I'll keep both open. So the first question from Bhavani is a certification cost. So I'm going to share an email ID. You can drop a mail to them and they will give you the certification cost. I find market value a little premature right now to talk about the market value. But I think it has a good promise coming from PMI. From a knowledge point of view, I think it has certainly a good knowledge involved and you can use it in your workplace. Right. Saurav is asking a very basic question. Okay. Are we saying Agile isn't disciplined? I didn't get the question, Saurav. Okay. The question is how DA will differentiate from traditional Agile. Okay, so like I said, Saurav, DA is using there is a lot of agile practice, including if you're talking traditional agile is Scrum, DA is having Scrum as one of their life cycles. And as a toolkit, it suggests whether you should use Scrum or a lean or a continuous delivery agile lean, or you should go for a scalable model. It depends on where you stand. Okay, it shows you where you stand with the tactical scaling factors. So agile actually helps you to understand your context, and depending on your context, give you solutions which can be your traditional agile or Scrum. Can a PMI SAP directly appear for DAC? Sanjay, no, you need to be a DSSM, okay, to appear for DAC. That is what I have right now. Although the PMI, SAP and DSSM at the same level, what I understand from PMI that for DAC, a DSSM certification is the must. Because in that Disciplined Agile certification, you will know about Disciplined Agile. PMI, SAP doesn't talk anything about Disciplined Agile. Yeah, I'm going to share, Sandeep, the code to on the PDUs. Perfect. I'm going to do that. Okay, so one of the questions was, I'm clueless about difference between Agile and Disciplined Agile, or they both are same. I answered this question to Saurav, saying that Disciplined Agile a tool which leverages Agile. So it leverages Agile as well as various other Agile practices, including Scrum. You can have both DSM and DSSM certificate. That's the ideal way to go. You do the level 1, then level 2 and level 3. But many participants wish to avoid the certification cost, and if they have Agile experience, they can directly go for DSSM. Whatever the email ID, Shiv Kumar, you have got, I will actually send you, you will get a mail on the PDUs on that mail ID. Okay, Sandeep is asking, do you see retiring PMI SAP due to upcoming DSSM disciplinary certification and even PMP having 50% Agile or hybrid? So Sandeep, in my mind, PMI SAP will not get a great attention going further. Okay, it has not been able to stand up to the other certification Agile, and that's the reason probably that PMI has acquired Disciplined Agile. So I do not see, okay, if you ask me, I would propose Disciplined Agile over PMI SAP from a relevance point of view in the industry. Currently, Sandeep, yes, CSM and CF, okay, both have more demand, and that's where Disciplined Agile is going to take it on them. That's correct. So that's why the name also has changed to Scrum Master. So it is taking on them, and with PMI's muscle and reach, it will go to many places. Many organizations already started adopting that. Selva Kumar is asking, is DA relevant to construction industry? Why not? Okay. Even capital projects, Selva Kumar, okay, has a little bit of changing circumstances while in planning and design. Probably at that point of time, you can use Disciplined Agile. Disciplined Agile also recommends waterfall or a serial life cycle. So you can use that hybrid model in your construction industry. Okay, Mudiam is asking, provide PDU on the screen. I will provide PDU on the screen. Okay, sure. We offer DSM training as well. My ID is, okay, whatever IDs you are registered, you will get an automated mail, guys, for the PDUs. Chitranjan Patro is asking, there is no need to renew and better go for it. That's your call, Chitranjan sir, on renewing on that. PMI is not retiring PMI SAP as per my knowledge as per now. Okay. For Madhav is asking for core engineering background, electrical for 10.5 PMP certification will help in terms of career progress. Any other advice or suggestion? Madhav, I would suggest drop a mail in the next slide to info@prothoughts.co.in, and we will help you with providing the guidance. The DSSM validity, Sandeep, is for 1 year. Okay, you need 7 PDUs for renewals. Okay, what is the question? Is there DSM training schedule available? You can go on our website. The schedule is there. Okay, currently we do a lot of DSSMs, okay, and we have a DSM schedule as well. So I'm going to give you the ID. Okay, this is the ID. All of you can check, and if you have any queries, you can drop the ID on this ID or do a WhatsApp or call this number. He will give you all the details as well. Do we need to renew as like PMI periodically, Bhavani? Yes, all the PMI certifications need to be renewed periodically by earning PDUs. And that's how most of the people are asking for PDUs. And that's why you get a lot of people, okay, attending as well, so that they can gain PDUs and also gain knowledge. As per me, Sanjay, PDUs is needed for DSSM renewal, okay, and I would expect a certain cost as well, although that cost I don't know as of now, but it will be a nominal cost. Okay. Any other questions? Anyone? Happy to answer. Superb. Righto. Yes. Sandeep, PDU code, I'm going to give it to you. Without that, I'm not going to turn this off for sure. I'm just giving everyone a PDU code, although, okay, everyone will get a mail with the PDU code if you happen to not see it. I have just sent, okay, the PDU code to you guys. Perfect. I'm ending this and I'm going to open this poll. I hope this session was good for everyone. I took, okay, the points I hear from a lot of these practitioners and know what they have to say about disciplined agile, because there are always two sides to a coin. And although I advocate disciplined agile because I find a lot of promise in that, but there are many who has their own doubts about the certification, how it's going to take up. So I try to take up their points and try to put my perspective on that. So this was a unique way of dealing with this. Okay, I had shared this, and we are very, very innovative with our content and whatever topics that we do. And we do take a lot of information from the website, but this was completely our interactions with our students and practitioners. So thanks a lot for your time. I hope it was a valuable session for a lot of you, and to gain a knowledge about disciplined agile. We'll keep coming on disciplined agile content and new content for you every time. You can join, okay, our LinkedIn group for any new additions, contents, updates on disciplined agile. So thank you so much and have a very good evening. Bye. See ya.